So this video is to explain the RFID system that we are installing at the pool, hotel door locks and outside door locks. The first system is going to be for this door and this door. We're installing a system that will support 4 doors, and that way we have enough for the 4 doors of this property. However, I will briefly explain to you, this is a proximity sensor. Each proximity sensor works a little bit differently. However, this proximity sensor will need to be installed. We can do that proximity sensor here. This is an option that where they will have to have a sign created here, you know, to get access to your room. You know, you come in here, or there'll be something on the window here that'll basically say, you know, please use the proximity sensor to unlock the door. The mag locks will be installed here and here, depending on which model. There is one for these types of doors and one for the pool door. They're 2 separate systems, 2 separate door locks. They work off the same system, but regardless. So all these cords will need to be hidden. So we either need to drill up through this this thing here, or drill up through here and drop that down through this wall, because I don't want to see any cords for any reason. So we need to make sure that we do it right, and there shouldn't be like exposed pipe in any shape or form. So wherever we do that RFID access point, that's where it needs to be. The other place that you could have that is right around this general vicinity. But regardless, there's a proximity sensor. I left it in the office. I'll show you that. The proximity sensor will live right up here. So that way, if I'm walking up to this, the motion sensor has detected my presence. It unlocks the door, and I'm able to push the door open. At that point in time, we don't need the locks we won't ever use anyway. There'll be another proximity sensor for here. This proximity sensor we can house a couple different places, but realistically probably around this general vicinity or this general vicinity there'll be another proximity sensor that'll be here. It will then, or not proximity sensor, but RFID system, and that will open up this door. So regardless, that's how that will work. The proximity sensor on the inside will be right up here, and this proximity sensor needs to be aimed down so that basically it only grabs foot traffic from this general vicinity here. We don't want that foot traffic to detect if they're out in the pool area. If there's traffic moving in this general vicinity, we do not want to have any foot traffic, so that proximity sensor doesn't unlock the door continuously at all hours. So anyway, that's how that system works. So while I'm leaving this pool room, I'll explain to you that we do have a door system that'll have to be ran inside of each. There's one control board for the hotel. At the Walwasee Plaza, there'll be more than one control board, but this is basically the access controller. There's nothing inside of this but a power supply. Inside of this power supply underneath here, wherever we have it mounted, we'll also have a UPS. A UPS is a battery backup system, like what that box is there, and it basically will just power just this box. That's all it powers for people, you know, coming in. The wires will come into here for the access control board. The access control board will be mounted. You can see where the mount holes are for that. You can see where this is here. This is the basically this is door 1, door 2, door 3, and door 4, and then these go to different switches. So behind the front desk, somewhere around, let me show you here the back office. We'll have to build a box, or it'll have to look, let me put in the code here. There'll be a, don't leave, there'll be a box similar to, we can mount that here, underneath here. We could also mount that on this wall here. I'd prefer probably not to put it on this wall, because we may change how this lays out, but if this is the best place to do this for conduit wise. But basically there'll be 4 of these, and they can be, you know, right next to each other. They're just simple closed contacts, low voltage. And basically what happens is when this door is pushed, it will unlock whatever door that we can monitor here, and be able to let people in. So let's say, for example, we want to unlock, the pool door. It'll unlock that pool door for 20 seconds, or it'll unlock, that door for 20 seconds. So if we have people standing outside different places, we'll be able to see those, those things real time. Let's see. So that will be mounted, someplace here, someplace back here, someplace that is very simple for us to access and front desk to access as well. So that is, that's these door open closers. We'll just have to label them which wires goes to which. It only needs 2 wires to each thing. These are the proximity sensors. They will be mounted above the door. They're unilaterally, usually right around this general vicinity. However, you have to adjust the threshold depending on where this is, and you can somehow change the direction that these go and move, and I think you have to open up this inside so it pans down, so that way, because like right now it would detect motion for a majority of that section that you see the screen, and we want it to detect a motion of like this. So that's something that you have to do. I want to make sure that there's no wires seen anywhere for this stuff. There's one control board, like I said. That control board sits inside of here. All wires go into this box. This can be mounted pretty much anywhere, central place. But the 4 doors that we will have will be the back door for the hotel that goes down that hallway. This will be 1 mag lock. We will consider this a door. So we'll eventually have to have a proximity reader on the outside of that one. But we're not doing that at this time. But that door lock will unlock both sets of doors simultaneously. So that's going to be considered 1 door. So there's 1, 2, pool door, outside door. So there's 4 at this location. This control board can access, you can do multiple locations with this control board at one time. So we'll have one of these at Wawasee Plaza. So the 1 key fobs, I do not have any key fobs right here, but they all work, they should all work with the same proximity sensors. Proximity sensors do die. They only seem to last, universally, they only seem to last approximately a year to 3 years. So these will go bad. We will have to make it so they're easily changeable. In the future, don't try to cut the outside plastic to match this size, because they all change all the time. So whatever we do, it needs to look nice and no wires ran. Are visible. These are your actual door magnet locks. They're inside here. You can see where that is. Each door, type of door, require different ones of these to install. These are not expensive. This today I bought for $2.50. These are $16. So each individual pieces, they all are different pieces. So this is the access control system for Pointe.